Welcome to General Admission. Today is May.
It's
Is
going to
it
be
May?
May.
Oh, we did it. It happened organically. It's gonna be May. I had to do it the real way.
May 2nd, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know how many days are in this month. We don't have to sing the song because we've done it. No, this is the last day of the month. We're recording on Sunday, May 2nd. Today is May 2nd, or it's a different day if you're not listening to this on May 2nd. And Bamboozle is dead, and AI is ruling the world. So here we are.
Hard to pick which one to start with there because they're both pretty dark.
Yeah, yeah. Let's start with Scamboozle since we've been kind of following it a lot this past year and a half, this
Who
entire
could have seen
podcast.
this coming? Who could have seen it coming?
I mean, it's easy to say now who could have seen it coming, but like they did put on successful concerts like multiple times in our lifetime.
Was it this organizer though? Because I feel like
I think
this
so.
oozes of like someone that's never put on a concert before.
No, I think it's John
It's the original
D'Esposito
guy.
or whatever. Yeah, I think it's always been him. I can't even tell you because he deactivated all his shit.
So that makes it like even worse then. Like, what were you doing? You had like, didn't they announce this in like 2019 that they'd bring it back for like the 20th anniversary?
yeah, they
So you had
like
like 4 years to plan this, and then
that's a really good point.
you get like okey doked by Adjacent Vest.
Do you think had a Jason Fest not happened, Bamboozle would have played out differently?
I don't know. I've been like trying to think about that all morning because like I'm not 100% sure there's a connection between the two. Like if there's like organizers on both parts, or if like Adjacent just kind of went off on its own and took like all the bands Bamboozle like would have went after. I can't say
Yeah,
for sure though, but like had it been me, if I was like the one planning Bamboozle, I know that's like easy to say, but seeing like a festival like Adjacent, like hearing that was in the works, I'd be like, hey, I'll give you guys the Bamboozle name. Let's partner up on this.
yeah, true. Like that.
Excuse me. But and then that way you have the Bamboozle umbrella and it's like this crazy good festival that's Memorial Day weekend in Atlantic City with like every band that would normally play Bamboozle back in the day,
Yeah,
only 20 years later.
yeah,
But
and new good ones,
and yeah,
especially in the wake of when we were young festival. So it's like the bar was set so high, and so many of us like grew up on Bamboozle. Like those are like my some of my first concert memories, by far my first festival memories.
oh
Like
yeah.
that was very like a very important festival, and to think that like the legacy has been tarnished. I mean, I'll still have the same fond memories, but I don't know. I wasn't planning on going to this anyway.
No,
I don't know anyone who was, which is probably why it got canceled. But it's just it's pretty wild like a week before to just blow it up like that.
like, and it was like for like not filing like the right permits. So like I don't know like what exactly happened here, but like it's
Yeah.
I can't wait for the full story to come out eventually because like it's just really really bad. And like I don't know if it necessarily like you said like impacts the whole legacy of it, but it certainly like puts a dent in it.
Yeah. It um I lost my train of thought. Oh, at least it is spurring like a bunch of pretty cool concerts, which is nice. The problem is all those concerts are in Philly because like that's closest to where Bamboozle would have been.
Yeah,
But the big one I
like
saw was
saves the day
Saves the Day doing an album.
with
Finch
Finch.
doing Finch doing an album, and Valencia, who I never listened to a ton of Valencia, but I feel like I would like them.
I feel like they're very influential in the
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, I just kind of like miss them, but it seems like a good show. I probably won't travel to Philly for it, but
No,
yeah.
but do you think it's fair? Like I know people are calling this like the Fire Fest of like these kinds of festivals, which I'm it's kind of fair.
Yeah.
It's not as bad, of course. Like there's no like people didn't actually show up, and there's
I
no
mean,
bands, and no cheese sandwiches were given out, or a lack of water. It got canceled
yeah, I
before any of
mean,
that could happen, at least.
nothing will compare to that. But that's just become like that's so iconic that it's just become like a way to describe like failed things.
Yeah,
So it's certainly like it's not wrong to compare it to Firefest. I don't think, it's as bad as that.
no,
Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say. Part of why I got canceled, because you mentioned it because of the permits and stuff. That definitely happened. But I also think just like sales were really bad.
and they're getting sued.
And they were getting sued. Like, yeah, it was a a cornucopia of things.
So he probably like once the lawsuits came in, he's like, I'm not filing the permit paperwork. We're just gonna like not do this and give everyone their money back, and then hopefully they don't get sued further.
Yeah, but did you notice the wording? It was like submit for your money back, which
It's
like
like
I don't know
submit
if
through your wherever you bought the tickets through.
I'm not sure exactly, and I don't know if I'm just like overthinking it, but I feel like you shouldn't have to do something to get your money back if they're canceling this. Like they should handle the refunds and refund everyone.
Yeah, mostly that's how it works. Because I think like I had tickets to like Menzingers in like 2020, and obviously like COVID happened. And when they canceled the show, like that money got thrown back on my account like immediately. You'd think that's how it works at like any canceled show.
Yeah, and it very well could work that way with this one, but just like the wording of like telling people to submit was a little sketchy.
Just like the latest dose of sketchy on a completely sketchy situation.
Yeah, just sketch on sketch on sketch. I also heard
But
like not all the artists were like officially booked. I don't know if that's just there's so much like hearsay going on right now, so I don't really know what to believe, but it it
I feel like
sounded
Papa
like
Roach is definitely ready to show up, but and Chase today apparently.
yeah,
But not sure about the rest.
just them and Limp Bizkit. People were really psyched for Limp Bizkit because when Union Transfer in Philly posted they were gonna like have a show from like Bamboozle, all the comments were like, it better be Limp Bizkit. And then everyone was like really upset. And the venue commented, they're like, we think this concert is good. Like we like Saves the Day and Finch.
Well, didn't like Limp Bizkit cancel their Pony show and like never reschedule it like, a couple summers ago?
Oh, possibly. I don't remember that. Because
That was like when concerts first started coming back after COVID. They were supposed to play.
they
Something
did play.
happened. I think one of them got COVID or something, and they had to cancel. But then it was never rescheduled.
That's disappointing.
So summer stage opportunity right there.
Did they also play Starland? Or am I making that up? Maybe I'm thinking of the Pony one.
Might be the Pony one.
Yeah. I didn't realize that didn't happen.
That's like when he's like coming out like dressed up like an old man on stage for that whole tour.
That's awesome. It's like Kurt Cobain coming out in the wheelchair.
Pretty much. It's like an ode to that.
Yeah. Get ahead of the haters.
But yeah, just an all-time dropping of the ball here. Like you had so many years to get this together, and to just get like shoved out of the way by adjacent, miss out on all those bands, and then tarnish the image of a once iconic New Jersey pop punk
Yeah.
emo festival.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing. He said a lot, like how it wasn't always pop punk and emo, like they were about having all these different artists, but it
Was it?
they did have different artists, but that wasn't like the
Till
main.
later on.
Yeah. It yeah, so I don't know.
Because like Foo Fighters on the Beach, that was Bamboozle, right?
Yeah.
And Bon Jovi, that was also Bamboozle.
Yeah. I It was 100% Bamboozled, but it was also like an ode to skate and surf, which is like what it started as.
Bring that one back.
Yeah, just it just doesn't seem that hard. Like I don't know how to book a festival, but it's no mystery like what all the bands are that people our age want, and people our age are buying tickets and going to these things. So just make it happen. Well, I guess it is happening with a Jason Fest. Make it happen for affordable prices.
Yeah.
Thank you, please.
But I saw Jason was doing like $100 single day tickets this weekend.
Oh, oh, I didn't know that.
I don't
Oh,
know if that was just like a Instagram ad though or not.
that'd be really tempting. Oh, speaking of adjacent, I think I'm gonna go see Blink. My sister has an extra ticket with my name on it,
But there you
and I
go.
think
You
I'm
gotta
just gonna
go.
do it. They
That's the
confirmed
Brooklyn
that,
show, right?
yeah, it's on a Wednesday, which is fine, whatever. They confirmed that the new album will be out before the tour. Travis confirmed this on an Instagram post.
When's the tour start?
That's a great question because that would really help us determine when the album's coming out. Let's see if we could find it.
Are they gonna
But
like Beyonce this? Like, is it just gonna like be here? Like, there's gonna be like no announcement date. They're just gonna like drop it.
I would love that. Like, because even when with the new, was it the new Gaslight single that I'm sure we'll talk about, but the I don't know, it just looked like an album. I don't know why. In my head, I just decided it was an album. It's like, oh, it'd be so nice if like this was an album and we didn't have to like do the here's a single every freaking 3 4 weeks for like just I don't know. I mean, bands got to do what they got to do and they got to like promote it and make money their own way. But man, it
They gotta
would be
go their
really
own way.
nice. So the first, yeah, is that isn't that Fleetwood Mac?
It is.
I'm like, is there a Gaslight song I don't know about? All right, so the first show is on May 4th. Wait, it's like tomorrow. Does that mean we're getting
Are they gonna surprise drop this on like it's Friday the 4th? Let's see.
Friday's the 5th?
They're so maybe that'd
Cinco
be
de
pretty cool.
Cinco de Blanco?
It works.
It does work.
We did call the reunion, so maybe
I
we'll
guess
get this right too.
I guess we'll see. I mean, Travis said it. So
It was officially him. It wasn't like a Kardashian posting for him.
no, it was well, there's the Blink-182 Italia page that is like always breaking stuff.
They
But
do get all the news, which is
yeah,
odd.
just really on top of it. But yeah, no, it's Travis Barker with his blue check mark. Not that those mean anything anymore. Oh, I suck.
Did you read his quote wrong?
Yeah. Album will be finished before we leave on tour.
Yeah, that's
Very different.
wording matters here. Yeah, so
Uh uh I blew it.
that's a huge missed opportunity though, because they're gonna do this massive tour, and then what the album's gonna come out like October.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, they're teasing another new single, I think. There was something, honestly,
Just drop the album.
like it's like what we just said about dropping albums taken to like an entire new level. Now we're not only dragging out albums, we're now teasing singles. Like just uh,
Gaslight teased it for like a week. I don't know if you want to talk about that like now, but like I
yeah,
mean it was
yeah.
worth it, but like again, they had like a different like fuzzy clip for a week straight.
And they did that last time with the
Yeah.
tour, right? Come on, find a new slant. It was a good single though. Like it's I like new music. Like I'm always psyched. I just
Yeah.
so much teasing. And I mean, it kind of works like we're here as fans just like begging for music. So like it clearly works, but it just like gets a little tiring.
Yeah, because like it's the same cycle every time. That's why it was like refreshing when like Beyonce did that.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
think
or like
Eminem did it too.
Drake too. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh
Like
yeah, it'd be
no
nice.
pre-announcement, it's just here.
Yeah. Just yeah, because the front bottoms I think are gonna like do a bunch of singles and it's gonna reach the point where I'm not gonna want to listen to the singles because I don't want to spoil the album. But
Even though Outlook is phenomenal.
it's so good. It's so
Just
good.
announced part two of the tour.
Well, so
We know they're playing a Jersey show at
they're
some point.
touring with Kevin Devine and he's like on East Coast tours or dates right now. So I think that's what's holding it up, according to Lauren, who's never wrong. I don't know. She's probably wrong.
Did she predict the Jersey show too?
Uh,
Not counting adjacent
yeah, she's with
or
us. We're
Atlantic
like,
City?
there has to be a Jersey show on here. They wouldn't do a sturdy like that.
Are
I
they
hope.
too big for Starline now, or they're still okay for that?
Nah, they're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. I mean, maybe too big for one single night.
I could definitely see them doing multiple nights
Yeah,
now.
do the, like it sells out fast and then they announce another night.
They're definitely in that boat now.
Yeah. And they got that Red Rocks release show, would say anything. Who's also playing tonight? I was just checking StubHub. It's like
Bowery.
$40. Like tempting
Saw
and not just because I'm tired. It's been a long weekend.
I saw some of the videos from like live, and like Max looks like what you'd imagine Max would look like at this point, but
In a tight fitting striped
in a
shirt.
tight fitting shirt. Yes.
This song
Not much
is
has changed.
this song is something else.
Do you want to
It's
jump
a
into that now?
yeah, it's a great song. Like I've been listening to it on repeat.
It's their
But
best song since Anarchy, My Dear, probably. Is
yeah,
that safe to say?
I think it's safe to say I haven't listened to the stuff in between enough. Like there could be a gem in there that I don't know about, but I don't
I think we can
I
assume
mean,
probably not,
I did listen to all of it, so nothing stuck, but yeah. This is the
which is rare.
best song in a while for sure. And that it's it's a really weird song.
It is very weird, but it's very old school, say anything, which is nice.
Yeah.
The return of Colby makes a difference. One of my
Yeah.
favorite drummers.
Does someone else do vocals in this band? Because there are moments where Max is singing and there's yelling going on, but it just sounds like it's both Max.
It's Colby.
It is
Colby was always
Kobe.
the background
All
vocalist,
right,
remember?
that's what I was thinking, but I was hoping you'd confirm. Yeah, that's definitely like needed. Because who did we just listen to? Was it Story of the Year that like didn't have their backup guy anymore who does like
Yeah, I think so.
it's like little things like that. You don't know how much they impact the sound of the band. Like just having that one extra layer.
Like Marry Me, he sings like the bridge.
Yeah.
Colby's like the everything that you do part, that's him.
Ah, they coming back. It's a great song.
I think he screams the agains in like a
Again,
admit it again.
again. Never. I listened to that whole album the other day. I love that album. Like I don't know
That
where it
tour was
falls,
phenomenal.
say anything wise, but like I think that is a hugely like underrated, fantastic album. But maybe it's rated just perfectly. I don't know. But the Stephen Hawking is like
It's
fucking
so good.
incredible. It's like 6, 7 parts. Ah, it's awesome. But yeah, Psych. Um,
It's so good.
there's a lot. These lyrics, it's like I'm reading like into a madman's brain. Like I don't even know what half this shit means. There's a one line where I just took it at face value as that Max missed being and say anything because he's like,
Did he though?
it's my addiction and I've missed it, so I've missed this. And then he yells, yeah, oh yeah.
I hope that's the case. Because I know there's a lot of chatter.
Broke ass bitch.
Bro, yeah.
Broke ass bitch. We
There
saw
goes our
that.
shot of ever having Max on the show. But
No, maybe. Um, well, they like had their whole discography up for sale on
that's
like
what I
this
mean. Yeah.
website. I don't know if that's still the case or how it works. It's pretty
Sad state of
weird.
affairs if that's like I mean, they are making good music again, it sounds like, but
Yeah.
at what cost?
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a whole side to this of like him and Sherry's home life that is apparently like very big online. Like people like to like follow them as a family. And I don't know.
Weird
People
thing to do.
It is a weird thing to do. Like I don't fully understand it. Like I don't know if I'm just missing something here, but they they get like I don't know, everyone's calling them like grifters and like con artists, but like I don't know what they did. Like I know
Max
Max
is a
used
con artist
he used to like offer to write songs. Did he like do
for the
that
song shop.
and not write them? Like I don't know. I wish someone would tell me like a lot of things online saying like they're bad parents and yada yada yada. And it's like I don't know how you would even know this information.
Yeah.
Like just can't we just listen to the songs?
Wasn't he like a
But
Marvel writer for a little bit too?
I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool. It's true.
Or maybe just a comic writer I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
Let's
These
see.
are some wild lyrics. I'm trying to find the end when he just raps. Like it almost sounds like he's like Eminem in like a rap battle. Comes from Yeah, it's there's just I don't know who like why did they let that entire back minute into the song? He's like
Yeah,
blatantly
they
like
didn't need
calling
that.
people out and like if, it just sounds like ramblings of like someone who's not on their meds. Like maybe that's what Say Anything has always sounded like. So
I was gonna say,
it's not like yeah, his lyrics have always been like ambiguous and like aggressive and like I think he's an awesome lyricist, but there's a fine line between like brilliant and crazy. Just
he
ask like
toes it.
Kanye. And like this is like treading dangerously close to that.
Yeah, there wasn't like Is a Real Boy, like was from like a bipolar like breakdown. Like that's how he wrote the whole album.
That's pretty amazing. I never heard that. That's definitely worth a Google. Like what's this like
Yeah,
just
so
talk
based on Wikipedia, he experienced one manic episode while making the album Is a Real Boy.
damn. Well, through suffering comes great art. He's talking about like this lawyer that freed Cosby and like throwing this name Derek King out there and
It was his
saying to
brother-in-law.
Google it. Yeah, we did Google it. We listened to Max and apparently it's his brother-in-law, but like he's just like a drummer and like a studio musician. It doesn't seem like
Helped to make the 2016 album. I'm blank. This is what no, what's it called?
I don't know.
Where'd it go? I don't think it is
Uh
the seventh Say Anything LP.
huh. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with all of this. I think it's just an enjoyable song and it rocks, but apparently there's this whole underbelly of uh like following them and drama and gossip, yada yada.
So Say Anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's right in line. So whatever. I like I like the songs and at this point, like this might sound really dumb, but like I'm not going out of my way to find out bad things about artists I like. If it comes out very blatantly, fine, but like I'm not about to deep dive to ruin a band for myself. And
I'm
also
the
like
same.
their music is really good. He'd have to really be like really fuck up for me to not still enjoy Say Anything. So
Especially like those first four,
yeah. Oh my God. Uh
five, four
is a real boy,
in
self-titled, in
defense.
defense of genre.
Yeah, first four.
What's the other
Anarchy,
one?
My Dear.
Anarchy. Yeah.
And
And
then after that it goes downhill.
in defense of genre is like two albums, which is nice.
That one's incredible.
Yeah.
All the features.
Yeah. And they did it so well because it's like the features aren't like overwhelming or the main point. It's just like, oh, here's like someone you
Here's
really
Matt
like for
Skiba.
like, yeah, like a second. So yeah, um, I'm ready for more Say Anything and we'll see what happens. I mean, he's actually saying anything. So it's
Seriously. He's living up to the band
right
title.
there in the title. Speaking of living up to the band name, Screaming Females
The
live up
videos
to the
you sent
band
me
name.
were
Oh
so
my
good.
God. The show was so good. It was it was like the perfect like dichotomy between bands too, with Iron Chic and them. Cause like got my Iron Chic shirt on right now.
If you
Big
cover up the C, what does it say? The first C.
the first uh, Iron Hick. Oh
Damn
Jesus,
it,
help
Brett.
us all. Yes. So they were awesome. They're like a big band too, because they have two guitarists and their lead singer doesn't play an instrument. So that's two,
That's
three,
Iron
four.
Sheik.
It's like five guys on stage. Yeah. And they
I've
just
actually
brought
never
the
listened to
energy.
them before.
Oh man, the album Not Like This. That's my
I'm gonna
favorite. Listen to
save
like
it.
Time Cop, Cutesy Monster Man. You would you would love them. They're great, like great lyrics, great energy. It was so fun. We were just like in the pit, jumping around, singing, sweating. Bunch of dudes sweating on dudes, singing lyrics. It was a
They only have
blast.
3 albums.
Yeah, they have three albums, then like a bunch of random singles and EPs. Apparently, their lead singer is in a lot of different projects, but I didn't look into it. But that would explain why their last album was like 2017 or something, but they still randomly tour.
You said Not Like This is the one.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good, but that's the one that it's like as soon as like spring rolls around and you have a nice like 75-degree day, like they are my go-to like warm weather band for years now. And I think it was just like Spotify randomly played them once and I liked it. Oh, I have to correct myself from last week on my Spotify rant. Apparently there's a button that's like smart shuffle. So it's shuffle with a little star on it, and that will just send you into outer space of different bands. And that's what
And
was
that's what
happening.
happened.
So a bit of user error on my part, but I still blame Spotify because I can.
So it's not the Tetons' fault.
No, it's not the Tetons. It's just it's the Metons. Sorry. The show was great. Show was great. Because like I said, like fun running around singing for Iron Cheek and then Screaming Females. There was actually a huge pit for them, but we
Oh, that's
were
awesome.
we were like on the back of the pit, just like watching them be amazing musicians. Like Marissa's so good at guitar. The band is so tight. Like all the bass lines are like way up high on the neck or like high up on the strings and like they sound because he's basically like being a rhythm guitar as a bass player. And then Jarrett, our friend, just holding it down on drums. So good. And like they're
Oh,
so
damn.
tight. Like she's got a ton of pedals and all this stuff, and they'll be 1,000 volume, like so loud, and then they'll just cut out and like bring it back. And they didn't miss a beat. It was so good. I don't know if you're looking up the set list right now,
That's why I
but
said damn. They played 6 off the new album.
yeah, yeah.
Only 13 songs though?
Uh, I
Is that
mean,
true?
it felt like an appropriate amount of time. They did make a point to say she's like, um, they're doing something else at the venue. The venue's elsewhere in Brooklyn. I think they had like a DJ coming in at night or something. So she's like, we are on like a time schedule.
Ah, okay, that explains it then.
Yeah, and I think Iron Cheek played two extra songs than like they normally would have.
Not knowing there's a time limit.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because
Uh,
let's see what they did in Philly the night before.
dude, I love the
Same
set
thing,
list though.
actually.
Hearing Brass Bell that early really made me happy because I was worried if they'd play it at all, and that like got it out of the way or got it out of my mind. And
That
like
probably
the
like blew the roof off the place, right?
oh, so good. Yeah, I recorded the slow silent part that we talked about with Jarrett. And then
The slow,
when
pretty part.
the slow pretty part, and then when they come back in, Marissa just lets out this like killer scream. Yes, band name, check.
And
It
then
was
we're
so
see
fun.
so they're opening for Bouncing Souls, right? That's why I didn't go to the show.
Yeah, I still think you fucked up, but
I'm still excited to see them though.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
I get them in Bayside and Bouncing Souls. That what a great show that's gonna be.
yeah. So Iron Sheik made me think of that show because I know Iron Sheik's one album through and through, every word. And then like I never listened to much else by them just because I really liked that album and that was all I needed. So leading up, I was listening to more and like got familiar with some other songs, but not to that level. And it just made me think like I need to know Bouncing Souls songs.
Because you're
Like,
gonna get like 30 of them that night.
yeah, and it's not that it won't be fun if I don't, but it'll be so much more fun if I do. But it's hard to like learn songs to that level.
That are so short too.
Yeah, I might. I mean, I said this before, I haven't done it, but I might just try and learn a bunch on guitar because that's like a good way to learn the songs and actually like have fun doing it. So,
Do it.
yeah. That's what I did yesterday. It was raining all day, so like my plans to disc golf all day were shattered. And I sat down to play guitar and I realized my basement was a mess and like I wound up just spending the whole day like reorganizing and cleaning the basement. Nicole's like, "What are you doing?" I'm playing guitar. This
Basement
is what I
Souls.
do. Basement souls. But now I have a nice little area set up. I'm good to go. So more guitar in my future, hopefully.
Do it.
The venue is cool too. Bring it back to the show. Elsewhere is called. We went to some brewery beforehand that was like various letters, I forget, but
Goddamn brewery.
it wasn't goddamn brewery. I don't remember what it was called, but it was good. And then we got pizza and I dripped oil all over my clothes, which sucks because I just regularly ruin clothes with oil. It's so bullshit.
Pizza
Like,
was a tough one too.
yeah, it was a big, huge pepperoni slice and it was raining. And I realized that I was just dripping oil. So my jeans now have a bunch of baby powder on them, which apparently is supposed to like pull out the oil. My fish hoodie has a drop on it. It's just fucking oil, man. It's bullshit. Why is there just like this chemical that just ruins clothes?
Ruins
Not fair.
everything.
Not fair. Um,
Your head hangs heavy on it.
it does. What it what?
An ornament.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. What this venue did. uh what this venue did that I've never seen before though that was cool is when you get in, you get a wristband and then they have like 8 or 10 machines that you can just like hook your credit card up to your wristband if you want. And then it just made like getting drinks very easy.
That's pretty
That was
cool.
pretty
That's
nice.
something new.
Yeah. Also, I bought this Iron Cheek shirt from the drummer. Didn't realize he was the drummer till later, and I was disappointed because I could have networked for us.
Could have got him on.
Yeah.
Might
He
not
was
be too
super
late.
cool.
Could probably reach out to them.
I think so. They seem like they're in that like level of I don't know how busy they are like with side projects, but strictly Iron Cheek, like they're chilling right now as far as it was just those 3 shows, so that'd be cool. They're New York guys, I think. Definitely. Yeah, because Screaming Females, she's like, give it up for like the opener. They're from New York. Iron Cheek's from New York. She's like, we're from New Jersey, and like a whole like different half of the crowd like
Oh,
started
that's
yelling.
great.
It was fun. It felt good. Man, it's so like cathartic to just like run around in a pit and sing. Like I need that at least every like 6 months.
It's a positive charge.
Yes. Stop. Uh,
How great was that song though?
uh,
The transition to my pun.
what band is this?
The Gaslight single.
The Gaslight single. Yeah, it was great. I didn't listen to it as much as I listened to the Say Anything song.
I listened to it like 30 times on Friday. I couldn't
Nice.
stop.
Oh,
And you
that's
know how I am
awesome.
with singles, but I could not put this one down. Like I think I had like moderate expectations for it, but like it completely shattered what I thought it would be. It's like everything I want and love in a Gaslight Anthem song.
Yeah, it did feel like a return to form after like get hurt.
They sounded fresh. They sounded like the handwritten 59 sound days, dare I say.
Yeah. Are we
So I'm
gonna
excited to
wind
hear what a full album sounds like.
Are we gonna wind up seeing them again?
Not in a rush
Yeah.
because I think they're
That tour
playing
is announced. Is
AC.
that the one with the Misfits?
They're opening for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in a rush to see them again, but I'm excited for an album for sure.
If they tour the new album, I might want to go see them again because I had a great time at the last one. But
Yeah.
there's other bands I want to see this year.
Yeah. I also like if I see them again or when I see them again, I'd like it to be at the Pony. Like
Yeah,
I
their
feel
shows are
like
better there.
PNC lacks like that intimacy. I mean, it was definitely there a little bit because we had good seats and everything, but I don't know. They just to me they're like an Asbury band.
They need to be on that summer stage.
Yeah.
Although, did you see that they're planning on like renovating convention hall to be like a
Yes. Uh,
an
are they keeping
oceanside
it?
venue?
They're keeping it a venue.
I think like they're gonna make it like there's like seats that like go back up against like the beach.
Oh,
And it's like a
nice.
bowl kind of, not like the Hollywood Bowl, but like
That's
kind of like
awesome.
that
I
layout.
think it's a great idea. That place is not being used for anything right now because it's old
Not really
and
safe.
yeah. And I mean I used to see shows there. So like it wasn't that long ago that it
No,
was, but it's definitely been 15 years or so since I think anyway. But I did see some people like some older people on my Facebook feed talking about like this is like an iconic venue and like they shouldn't touch it and stuff. But I was thinking like it's not being used. Like I think if they were said they were gonna knock it down, then maybe that'd certainly be a little disappointing. I still don't think I'd like think it's the worst idea, but I'd prefer them to just renovate it, maybe keep some of the cool structures and like history of it, but make it new and usable again. Like, why not? You're gonna just keep an old, essentially abandoned building there because
no, I
what?
agree with you.
You have memories there as a kid? Like that makes no sense.
I'm pretty sure it's like not the safest either. Like it's like hanging by a thread, like some of the infrastructure there.
Yeah. So that's you can't have that. You don't want
No,
that'd be devastating. I wonder what the plans are. Did you see if they said they're gonna like knock it down or
it
what?
looks like I could send you the article from my cousin.
Yeah, I just saw the
You could like look
headline
at it
and
live on the show, but like it looks like it's going to be like a almost like our very own Jones Beach, which would be pretty awesome.
man, that would be so cool. I wonder if it would be like part of the pony or if it's just like its own thing. Because like you gotta
There had to
wonder
be
how
some
the
kind of
Stone Pony,
relationship there.
yeah, because you gotta wonder how they would feel about it. Because I think I would hope like love the like iconic music scene of Asbury Park enough to be like another venue is good, but strictly from like a business standpoint, part of them has got to be like shit. Like this is gonna really like make summer shows more difficult for us having to compete with another venue down the street.
I feel
So
like they're going to
hopefully,
partner up.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
would
it's, oh
hope.
yeah,
Like,
that's right. So the Stone Pony Summer Stage would move to the casino. So it would
oh,
move to this new location. That would be like the new summer stage.
the convention center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think the article I sent you shows you what it looks like. Like it's would be the summer stage, but it would be in this renovated building. And it looks
Oh,
really cool.
okay. Well, that completely answers what I just asked. So that's nice.
It's an outdoor amphitheater, is what they're calling it.
Sweet. And then
So
this
there's
is
like general admission with like seats in the back that go up.
seats in the back.
I just sent you the article if you want to take a look at some of the mock-ups.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool
Where'd you
though.
send it? Text?
I texted to you.
Oh, wow. This is rad. Is this like this is just plans or is this like gonna happen?
These are plans. I think they're pushing for it.
Wow. That'd be really nice. They got stairs going out to the beach. Like, man, there's so much potential here. I would love for this to happen.
Right? Like how awesome is that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And the summer stage would actually be on the beach.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Bigger shows probably too, because I feel like it'd be even bigger than the current summer stage.
Yeah, they could probably even get AI Drake to perform.
Yeah, should we end with that? AI just making bangers.
Yeah, they need to just do like an AI venue of AI holograms.
What'd you think of that?
It it sounded like a good Drake song. Like I don't expect Drake to like reinvent music. So like if it's just following a formula, it's fine. And like that's what this was. It's just crazy that wasn't him.
No, just a producer using his voice in the weekends.
Yeah. So I started that podcast you sent me, but I didn't finish it. Did they say that that song was like on track to like crack the Billboard like top 10?
It was on pace too.
So
If it would
what
have stayed
happened?
up, Universal got mad and took it down. Asked and ordered it to be taken down.
But under what pretense? That it sounds like an artist?
But Universal has the rights to both Drake and The Weeknd.
Okay.
So
And it
based
was
on like
literally
copyright
using,
infringement,
yeah, because it was literally using their voice.
yeah,
Okay.
and their likeness, so they got it to be
Wow.
taken down.
Man, like labels must be like salivating at this idea.
Oh, they want to make money from it. Like
Yeah.
not they're not mad that it exists. They want to
No,
find a
no.
way that they get their money.
How do you feel about it? Like if you hear a great song and it's AI, like what are you thinking?
So that's like what the podcast kind of ends with. It's like, do you like an artist because like you want to hear what they have to say and like what their feelings are? Or like do you just like having like something on the background that sounds good? Because if you like
Yeah.
lean towards that, then like AI will have an audience. But if like you're invested in like an artist like art,
Yeah.
then it's not gonna be something you like gravitate to because it's not authentic.
Yeah. I mean, if you tell me like there's like a great like lo-fi beats to chill and study to that's made by AI, like that's
That's
fine with
fine.
me. Like
Yeah.
it might as well already be. But if you're like, oh, the new front bottom single is AI, then like that's not gonna work for me.
That was my question for you. Like, do you think this works with like bands we listen to? Like, can they actually like can AI write like drum and guitar parts?
I mean, I think we're about to see like 5 Weezer albums that are strictly AI.
Didn't he say something like that? Like, didn't you send Parko and I something like that?
I think Parco sent it, but I
Or
didn't
he's
look at it.
writing like a Broadway thing? Was that it?
Maybe. But through AI.
I could see him doing that.
I
He's
mean, he's already
been,
got the spreadsheet, so
yeah.
like this is just like taking out like another layer. But I just like we got to make a stand as a podcast. So I think the first AI ban to happen, we should just like be huge fans of, and then everything after that we should hate. Sound good?
That's why I'm curious if it works with the band though, because like I don't know if because it's easy for AI to like take lyrics and make like a rap song and like put a beat under it, but can they do that with like actual like instruments?
Yeah. I don't know if the technology is that because like the way it works with voices is they're able to pull words that have already been said. So like by that logic, they could definitely pull like chords and stuff, but I don't know if it would like sound right.
That's the thing.
But if an
Because
AI
like
band happens, like I'm all in. Just on that one.
maybe depends how it sounds.
The ones after that are just ripping off the first AI band.
I think like with the Drake song, like the producer actually like wrote these lyrics and just plugged it in and was like use these voices to sing these lyrics.
Okay. Yeah, that's different than like generate.
Yeah.
Like there's still like some artistic value behind it. But yeah, it's we're gonna see a lot of it in the coming years. Like this is this is the next like big thing, I think. It seems
And
that way. So
we learned no lessons from Terminator the movie.
a bunch of AI bands are gonna just take over the world.
AI in general.
Gotta watch out. You don't want the robots gaining sentient val
No.
thoughts.
Seen too many movies where that goes wrong.
I mean, I might be down for like an AI government, not to get political, but like maybe. Although it depends where it starts pulling from.
Yeah.
Well, it can't get much worse than it is now. Let's just
They
let the
pull from like
computer.
Aaron Lewis, we're
just-
in trouble.
Dude, I like that Stain single. I'm not ashamed to say.
I can't enjoy their music anymore
I
because of
haven't
him.
I haven't seen firsthand his craziness. Like I just heard that you tell me he's like a nut job. So,
Yeah,
but as far as just
he's like
like
Kid Rock.
jeez. As far as just like a song though, it was good. He's got I mean, he's got a pretty like great voice. My uncle always hated him. He's like he's a Eddie Vedder wannabe piece of shit.
A lot of
Damn,
those
dude.
bands were back then.
Yeah.
Creed was.
Yeah. Uh Pearl Jam just put out like a live album or something for Record Store Day that I think might be on streaming.
They have like a ton of like they're like Fish kind of with all their live tapes.
Yeah,
Still have to see them live too.
yeah, yeah, I would love to. I've been like on a huge just like Sub Pop Seattle kick because I'm like still reading this book I'm almost done with, but it's a lot. It's all like it's like Mudhoney, Screaming Trees, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. I want to see Alice in Chains because I got ripped off from seeing them last year when Daytona got rained out after half a song, but it's still like Alice in Chains just without Lane, like from my understanding.
Yeah, they
So
still have
like
Jerry Cantrell doing his thing.
yeah. So like
I'd see them.
yeah, and the new guy like he was I mean I saw him for half of Man in the Box and he was solid. Like he kind of fit that same mold of Lane Staley, so like I don't know. I just for some reason always thought that they were just like Nirvana where it's just like they came and went and like that's it, but they still do stuff, so they're on my list now. They seem like a band that would wind up at PNC.
Like they play there every summer,
Yeah. I think they played with Breaking Benjamin last summer, which
like before our Gaslight show.
I wish I did that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. There's, did you see PNC has like it's like $200 and like you could just like go to all the shows.
But their lineup isn't great.
It's not great, but like I think what you got if you go to like three shows, it's probably worth it. Where is hold on, my friend sent me a list. Shout out Palazzi. Um, you got Smashing Pumpkins, Zach Brown Band, Fall Out Boy, Disturbed, Goo Goo Dolls, All American Rejects, Sublime with Rome, um, Counting Crows with Dashboard. I probably wouldn't go that, but that's not like horrible. Dave Matthews Band, TLC and Shaggy. I mean, that's like worth the $200 right there.
Was it Naj?
Wasn't much. Um, and yeah, that's about it. But I mean,
Pretty much
those are
just Fall Out Boy.
pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I grew up seeing Disturbed. I'm not ashamed of my butt rock
I like Disturbed
history.
too, back in the day.
I think they also have a single out. Um,
Down
that
with the
All American
Hickness.
Rejects tour is kind of tempting, even though like I don't give a shit about the All American Rejects.
They Let me stop myself. I wish they weren't headlining that tour,
Yes.
is what I'll
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
That's my nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
The mean
You
way would be that tour would be so good if they weren't on it.
you wish the All American Rejects weren't headlining their own tour.
No.
Because it's what? Starting Line, Newfound Glory, and
Is Valencia there? Or am I making that up?
no, it's like someone like them. I
Let's
forget.
see.
What's the Wet Hot Summer Tour? Ba 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 ba. Googling on the show. Singing about Googling on the show. Uh, Motion City soundtrack, Get Up Kids,
That was it.
Starting Line. The
Get Up
Get Up Kids,
Kids.
who I was told to listen to, even though
Very good.
they took a ricochet shot last week when I was complaining about the Spotify shuffle generator, because that's who kept playing when I was trying to listen to Iron Chic. So they might be a good band for all I
No,
know.
they're very good. You gotta
Okay.
listen to their first I think their first two albums. Hang on. Something to Write Home About is like the big one.
All right.
And 4 Minute Mile too. Yeah.
I mean, we could go to this and then just like leave after Newfound Glory. Just like go get dinner somewhere.
How cheap are tickets?
I don't know. We gotta look into it. I don't even know when it is. It's always hard just like booking out the whole summer before summer gets here. It's August 15th, which I think is Tuesday, which that to me is like, yeah, that increases my odds of going because I don't want to like waste a Saturday on an All American Rejects concert.
Definitely not.
But I will enhance a Tuesday with a Newfound Glory concert and starting line.
You'll swing on a Tuesday. I did really like that album though, as much as I'm like shitting on them right now.
I probably
It's just
know all the
when they got
songs.
poppier after that, I kind of went away from them.
Yeah, I always just wrote them off as like a band all like the girls liked, so I decided they were annoying. And
Like
I
Panic.
genuinely like think their songs are kind of corny, so whatever. But I could probably sing along to like half their set list just by being the age I am.
Yeah, their self-titled was a really good album. Like the last song is an incredible closer
What's that?
on their self-titled album.
Is it called The
It's
Last
called The
Song?
Last Song.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, yeah. Shows how much I know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm always open to adding random shows in.
It's a little bit of a light summer. Like we have Fish and Bouncing Souls, unless I'm missing one.
Uh, Less Than Jake. It's not too
You
late for
no,
you to
you
come to
yeah.
that.
Isn't it sold out though?
Yeah, but what does that even mean? It
Are
means
they
there's no
reselling for
tickets.
like $400 like all the other shows?
Yeah, I think so. I do have an extra ticket. Vinny has dibs on it, but if he can't come, then you can
Then let
have
me know.
runner up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I will go because they're very funny live.
Yeah. I'm also gonna probably try and go to like at least two garden shows for Fish. Because I have friends who have never seen them, who aren't even like huge Fish fans, who just want to go. And that's like my favorite thing in the world is bringing people to Fish
Bring the
shows.
magic.
Yeah.
You want to see Fish more?
Please stop. Please stop. Oh, so real quick before we say goodbye, there are rumors that Fish is going to play Japan, and I just really like the conspiracy theory behind it all. People saw their loadout like of amps and like whatever cases they're in that say like it says like Japan Fall or something on it, which is pretty big. But then people are taking it a step further and they're like, when they played Japan in the 90s, the set list was really similar leading up to what they're playing now. I just
That
love
is some
the
galaxy
level
brain
of
stuff.
yeah, it's wild. I would, I mean, we should, if Fish plays Japan, we should 100% couch tour it. Like get together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What time would that be here?
Oh my God, I didn't even consider that. It'd be like a 6 a.m. Fish show.
Getting up like before the sun.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna
7.
Google what time is it in Tokyo,
Yeah, do that.
just so we have an idea. All
I'm
right, so
gonna.
it's midnight there right now.
All right. Oh, so it's just like a flat 12 hours, basically, but not flat.
Yeah, so that would be an 8 a.m. show.
That'd be awesome. What a great reason to like day drink. It'd be like St. Patrick's Day or something.
Like homecoming.
Yeah. Tokyo. We could think of a good name. I'm sure you can combine some songs and get it going. We'll just learn all the lyrics to Meat Stick when they sing it in Japanese.
Do you think they'll meet the man Mulcahy out there?
They might. I can't wait. I can't wait. When are we doing that? July?
July 25th. whatever that Wednesday is.
You have never gotten that date right. Listen,
Is it still wrong?
July 25th is a Tuesday.
So it's the 26th. I do keep getting it wrong.
Uh, all right. I think
I keep
think we
throwing in a twist there.
yes. Very nice. Jeez. I don't know if you heard that. My Jasper's going nuts upstairs. Sounds like my house is collapsing.
Or his hands and feet mangoes.
I'm just gonna end the call right there. Is anything coming out next week?
So I know I did want to let us do on
Stew on the
the
national.
national a little longer because I know like those could be
I mean, it's been a good listen
lot
with
to
all this
take in.
rain. I've just
It
been
has
walking in
been.
the rain listening to the national.
I didn't expect all the features on that. I mean, we can talk about it next week, but that's pretty cool. He got like Sefton Stevens,
Yeah, and your girl.
my girl Phoebe,
Yeah.
and T Swift. Nothing till Hot Mulligan on May 12th.
All right, I had to sneeze. I confirmed this with Andy last night at the show, but they are 100% buy tickets when they come around again.
Hot Mulligan.
Yeah.
I actually had to listen to them for once finally.
Oh, please. Please. You'll be fine. That's the album.
You'll be fine.
Yes. It's like it's just so good. Like you have to listen to it. You have
I'll
to.
enjoy myself.
You will enjoy yourself very, very much. Oh dear, Brett. Oh dear. All right. That's gonna do it for today. We got interview coming up next week. That should be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. And we love you all.
Must be something more to